What's going on, all you sexy subscribers? What we're going to talk about today is why you should take things that are useful to you and not what's objectively true. Because what's objectively true might not be the best thing that you need. The term for this that I kind of just came up with while I was brainstorming is anecdotemaxing. An anecdote is just a short story about someone's experience with a situation or a topic. And there's been a lot of times where I've taken an anecdote. I'm not going to look up any peer-reviewed journals or articles. I'm just going to follow the advice and see how it goes. This is because I am in a near constant state of self-experimentation pretty much all the time. The reasoning is you only need to make a difference to one person, and that's yourself. Life isn't a science paper. I'm not going to MLA, citation, format, all this stuff. Like, there's no need to do that. It's completely in your benefit to just try it out, because everything is a concept. Everything is a model. Like, nothing is objectively, if you think about it, right? We just came up with everything on the spot. Like, everything was created and designed and named by humans. Even this language I'm speaking to you right now was created by somebody. The fact that you can understand it, like, I mean, humans used to walk around the earth going like, you. We are the ones who put time in a bottle, right? We're the ones who made noon, afternoon. A very bro sciencey example is, if you lift weights, you eat a lot of eggs, you take vitamin D, you get sunlight, and you do cold plunges regularly, you're gonna get bigger dick. Lifting weights and cold exposure doesn't make your dick bigger. But if you believe it in your head, biologically, the mechanisms will be something. Lifting weights will improve your testosterone. Cold plunges will relax and activate your parasympathetic nervous system. The sauna will improve your blood flow. Vitamin D, saturated fat, and cholesterol, which come from egg yolks, are all precursors to testosterone production. If you start doing all these things, you will be brick all the time. You'll be freaking rigid. You'll have more confidence in your day-to-day life. You'll have more confidence in your social circles and around people. You'll have more confidence in the bedroom. And that pretty much is the biggest benefit of growing your dick anyway. So in this case, you're taking what's useful. It's kind of bro sciencey, but then again, bro science has been ahead of real science for decades. Take what's useful, not what's true, makes you anecdotemaxx. So another piece that this takes me back to is when people talk about depression. I'm very unique because in my reality, in my worldview, that word doesn't exist. So I don't really know what it feels like. Yes, I've been sad before. Yes, I've been depressed, but I never had depression. This might be triggering for some of you that are watching this, but hey, you have your own life, right? If you choose to believe in that, cool. I don't believe it, so I can't get it. If you think the only cure for depression is pills and therapy, then you're going to be pigeonholed into that model of cure forever. That's the cycle that's going to keep repeating for you. Now, if you're over here in this view where you're like, okay, I can do some resistance training to increase my endorphins. Oh, I can do some cold exposure to activate my mammalian dive reflex. As soon as you come out of the cold plunge, it snaps you out of all the fog. I'm not saying these are things, these are medical cure-alls, but if you're in the belief system that I can knock myself out of depression or bring myself above it by resetting my brain chemistry through working out, through cold exposure, being social with people around me, through meditation, which will literally increase your aura. I'm not talking about aura, the Gen Z term. I'm talking about your physical aura, like your physical being, how you see the world, how the world sees you, how you interact with the world on a daily basis. I read this in a book somewhere where, like, if I eat the right foods, I'm feeding my gut properly, my gut and my brain are connected. It is only in your favor to believe that. It's actually more negative to think that you can't cure yourself than it is to think that you can fix it. You'd rather be delusional and happy rather than objectively right and depressed. You have to stop coping. You got to start taking action. Don't pigeonhole yourself into thinking that there's only one solution, right? There's actually like 40 solutions. You have to take in those different solutions. Anything that supports your hypothesis, you got to try it out. If you haven't tried everything, then you haven't tried everything. Dang, it is a beautiful day, man. Walks are so underrated for boosting your mood. It's ridiculous. Also, a 10-minute walk will just change your entire day. So will a shower, to be honest. You know, Mark Cuban takes like 4 showers a day. This last piece I want to talk about is anxiety. And that could be anything, right? You could be anxious about work. You could be anxious about being in front of crowds. The mainstream way, pop a couple Xans and go through brain fog all day or whatever, and then just build a dependency on pills. And you can do that if you want, but what if there's another way? What if you stop wanking, stop watching porn, you go out and socialize with your friends, and you just expose yourself to the uncomfortable situations, and you grow in discomfort. It sounds harder for sure, but if you want to beat whatever you're struggling with, not just cope with it, to get results that you've never gotten, you're going to do things that you've never done. Now, with the mental health stuff, you could take some L-theanine and some magnesium. Those are very powerful relaxation supplements, as well as, magnesium really literally relaxes your nervous system. And either you can be stuck in a vicious cycle of pills, therapy, all that stuff, or you can be in an upward spiral in positivity and building upon habits that stack upon top of each other. Just stop coping and start anecdote-maxing. That's the biggest thing. If you read a story about somebody that fixed something by trying something different, what is the harm in trying it? Don't be a fucking dumbass and drink bleach to cure the common cold. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying, oh, hey, try drinking some bone broth to fix your stomach issues. Yeah, that sounds logical and reasonable. And you know what? I'm going to try that out. Doing some deep breathing exercises to activate your parasympathetic nervous system to relax the inflammation in your body. Yeah, that sounds legit. Let me try that. I think I'll leave you guys there. You need to be anecdote maxing way more than you are now.